Hello everybody, bienvenido a todo. Welcome to Valbrut. I am Valbrut and we are in Train Sim World as ever. It's Train Sim World 4 at the moment. I'm sure Train Sim World 5 will come in however many months or weeks. We're in the updated Cathcart Circle line this time. I did say, well, the last couple of videos, oh, I'm going to do Cathcart Circle, and I am now going to do Cathcart Circle, and we are in the Class 380, which was released a month, 2 months ago. I can't remember. Anyway, I bought it and then immediately went on holiday and didn't did absolutely nothing with it, and then reminded myself during a previous video that I have this. I need to do it. I need to try it out. So I have very little experience with this train because I think I've done one service with it, which I failed to complete. So I need. So bear with me. I might not be very good, but I'm not usually very good even when I do know the trains. So, well, now I have an excuse to be bad. So from my perspective, it's pretty good. What else do we have? What shall we see? Well, we're going from Newton to Glasgow Central, and Newton is the one that's out to the east, I think. And it shouldn't take long. I think it should be like half an hour, maybe, if that. Um, I think we go into the circle and then we go clockwise. So we go around the western side of the circle. But anyway, we'll see. I should put in the master key. Oh no, forward. Forward. I need to do all the isolation. Normal. Come on, let's get me in the right place. Actually, I'm just gonna go with the mouse because it's faster. One, two, three, four, five. I didn't say anything. Should have said something. Right, and lighting. Um, there is a lighting thing here, so I'm just going to use that. Daylight. Yes, interior lighting should be on. I think it is. It is. It is. Yep. So with no further ado, I shall be off. I think I've only got to pull into the platform, so if I've forgotten anything, I can still. I can still recover. I don't think there is though anything. Let me just be sure about this. No, doesn't tell you that it's turned on. I don't think this train is as modern. It's a modern train. Like I definitely remember going to Scotland in 2009, 2010, and seeing a full-size mock-up of this. I think it came to service like a year or two later. Oh, and it has suspension. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bouncy, bouncy. I mean, this is a track with a lot of switches. So, if you want to experience suspension, this is probably it. I I well, I'm fairly sure this is one of the trains that has suspension. They basically just released a big suspension update to introduce suspension into the game. Um, and as this is a recent train, I'm guessing it's got it. But I can't remember what the list was. I know the LNER 801 has got it. Oof, 30 seconds late already. Oof, damn it. Oh, but we can. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we can start closing the doors already before anyone got a chance to get on. Right. Oof. I don't know. I keep feeling like have I forgotten something? Have I forgotten something? I don't think I have. Right. This train has some annoyingy things going on with the way the brakes release. It's quite slow. but it's quite peppy as well compared to the 314s that were originally on this route. So when this route launched, like God, this route really did launch back in like TSW2, I think, a really old route, and so it must be like 3 years old, and it was sort of oh, I think I can open the window actually. Open that window? Yeah, I can. And it was a sort of a really cute route when it launched because it was sort of networky. If you look at the map, the map, the map, the map, the map, you see it's very networky. So like there are services that go around the circle and back. There are services that come out from Newton and into it. There are services that go out to Neilston and into it. And each of those have different combinations of how they'll do the circle, clockwise, anti-clockwise, things like that. And then they introduced the 380 a month or so ago, and they've redone the route overall to add in the depot. I don't think this depot was there, or maybe it was, but there were no depot runs or anything. Um, and they, because there's quite a lot of ScotRail content in the game now, so they've managed to be able to sort of put it all into this route, and they've updated like the skybox, so it's got the volumetric clouds and things like that. So yeah, it's a pretty decent. Should be. I mean, I haven't really played it because, like I said, I went on holiday as soon as I got the update for the route came out, and I got the train, so then I forgot about it. But it's always been a nice, well-made route that has always had like a nice little sort of interesting urban-y feel to it. Oh, there's a train coming down there. I want to see what that train is. What is it? What is it? It's it's a 385. So there was no AI services on this line before, because that's the West Coast main line that carries on and then joins back up here and runs into Glasgow Central. But there was no AI on that before. So that's one of the updates. And I'm already behind schedule, damn it. But not too badly, hopefully. Slam the brakes on. Right at the front. No image expected here. Okay. Oh, that's what's good about this train. You can the dwell times are very slow and the doors are quite fast. So yeah, when I went, I think one of the first times I went to Scotland, or maybe it was, I think it was probably the second. No, it was the second or third time, but it was around 2009, 2010, and I definitely remember seeing a full-size mock-up for this. I think it was in Edinburgh Waverley. I remember not liking it, and I still have my doubts about it. I like that it's got an angled front, but I just don't think an angled front works with this thing, and I don't like the lights. At least it has like a bigger screen than the 385, which has like an appallingly small screen. I think this is, I don't know, is this a Siemens Desire as well? I think it is, yeah. And they're both Siemens trains. I don't know for sure though. But yeah, that was when. What? I'm trying to think now. Was it in Edinburgh Waverley? Because I don't think he's running Edinburgh. So maybe it was in Glasgow. But then I don't. I picture it in a much more. Not in, it wasn't in Glasgow Central for sure. Maybe it was in the Transport Museum. No, no, it felt like it was a more public place. I think it was in Edinburgh Waverley. I think it was, or in a shopping centre near there. Um, but yeah, it was like the full scale front, like they usually do. Well, it might not have been full scale, but it was like almost full scale. Like I think they sometimes do it for new trains. I don't know why they do it for some trains and not others, but it was like a sort of you can walk in and look around at the interior and stuff, um, just as you're waiting for a train or whatever. I've come across it for some other trains as well, but I can't remember which. I don't know why they only do it for some trains. I guess maybe it's like a publicity thing. But yeah, that was like just before these trains came in. It was like, here are the new trains for ScotRail. Because I actually think at that time they hadn't actually electrified the line between Edinburgh and Glasgow yet. Or was in the process.
Please remain
And then
behind
when I
the
went back
yellow
like
line
5 years
at all
later, it was
times.
like much faster.
Trains pass through this station at high speed
No
until
trains
all
pass through this
assembly.
station at high speed. It's like the speed limit is like 30 miles, 40 miles an hour. Or it's 50. But they say that at every station on this line, and some of the stations really are. It's like 20 miles an hour the limit. It's like, well, I'm being facetious. Obviously, 50 miles an hour is fast. I know, I'm turn my fan off. It's making me cry. What's some of these buttons? What do they do? What do these buttons do? Okay, these are all button doors. Pantograph. I really should be pressing that, but I knew it would make a sound, so I was like, I have to press it. Anything down here? Fire alarm? No, nothing. Nothing. Wipers. Hopefully we won't need them. I don't want that. I don't know what it does. Maybe it brings it in? No. Okay. So as you can see, like these stations are all close together. You don't really get up to high speed. I think the fastest you can get on any of this route is 60 miles an hour. I think that's when you go out to Nielsen down here. It's very much like a small commuter route, like uh, you get up to speed and then you're braking immediately for the next stop. And when it first came out, the only train on it was the 314, which is like a very old train from the 70s. We might see one because I think this route still does have them running in the timetable for like variety. Um, but they're like they are. Let me try and think. So you have the 313, which is which was DLC for Brighton, for East Coast Way, Brighton to Hastings, and it runs on the Seaford branch. There's the 314, which was the Scottish commuter train, which was on this branch, and then in real life there were a couple of other variants. There was one 315, which was like a four-car version of the train, which ran on the West Anglia lines in London. And then there was a I think it was a 507, um, something like that, that ran on the lines out of Waterloo and also ran on the Merseyrail service. And they've just gone out of service, I think, in real life. Merseyrail would be a great one to have in this game. I feel like we will get it because they've already done a significant. They've already like given us Liverpool with the steam route. Um, so nothing better than an electrical third rail underground route as well. Um, but yeah, so that was the train that used to be on it, and then even maybe before the route had even came out, these trains had already replaced those trains long ago. So people were very eager for this to be a DLC, and it took a few years, but it came eventually. Because I mean, ScotRail is pretty. I mean, considering when I did used to peruse the forums before they drove me insane, um, the it wasn't like there was like a groundswell of support for ScotRail content, but I think because Rivet is based in Scotland, they like doing Scottish content, and because once you got like a big station like Glasgow and Edinburgh into the game, just building on top of that with more routes around it just ends up making sense, and you end up sort of like
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times.
building on top
Trains
of
will
it, and
resume
that's why
service
ScotRail
at
feels like we've got
5
lots of it.
for all returning
Um,
trains.
and I have to say, I have a mod for the Five Circle which merges Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Five Circle together, so it's like a big network. And I mean, the mods are actually really good for it because like they modded the 801 to have diesel engines, so I think it's like a different variant, so it can run on the route up to Aberdeen and Inverness. So you can run it in the timetable across um, the Fourth Bridge with diesel sounds if you get that mod. You like have to download quite a few mods to make it all work seamlessly, but it's nice once you've got it. Um, and there's the we got the HST, the ScotRail HST running um, modded so that it's got like the right interior as well as the exterior. Um, and yeah, it's pretty damn good. I will do a video with it at some point because it's like the first mod I used where I was like, wow, this really is like, well, it's not one mod, it's several mods, but like if you go to Train Sim Community and you download the enhancement pack and then the timetable, they basically are referencing each other and sort of telling you what mods to get the most out of it. Um, and it's really good. So yeah, that might be my next video. We'll do it. We'll have a ScotRail back to back. Oh, I accidentally pressed that to take a screenshot. Okay, yeah, we're going very slowly as we're entering the circle now. So we're coming down right at the bottom, and then we're gonna clunk and click, and you're gonna get all the bounciness of the suspension going over these points very slowly. I wonder how our passengers feel about this. We don't have any. We have none. That's interesting because that rings a bell that like right from the when this route first launched, passengers didn't get into the trains. So I wonder if that's just a thing that's still happening. And it's been a bug on some routes as well, where that persistently since TSW3, I think. Well, this was TSW2, so since TSW2, just been routes where passengers don't like to get on the trains for some reason. I mean, this is an early morning service, so theoretically you could maybe argue, oh well, maybe there just aren't that many people, but there should be people. Some people sadly do have to start work at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I can do a smooth braking. Nope. There actually aren't that many people at the station, so maybe that explains why. But I am interested in whether anyone's actually getting on. And if not, why not? Is my train not good enough for you? Oh, oh, we got someone. We got someone. Oh, there are some people, but oh, there's one person.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations
Ooh, we've got mystery people who get on the train but then disappear.
Efficiency
Oh, there's one
signal.
person. Does this train not have a first class? I need to get off and stop faffing about. I don't think it does have a first class, no. Maybe the 4-car version does because that's like the longer distance version of it, and this is just the smaller commuter but line version. Because you don't need a first class on Cathcart Circle because it's literally inner city Glasgow, sort of around the houses. Although the Neilston branch does go through countryside, but still not that far out. And speaking as someone who used to commute onto lines to Liverpool Street, it was so annoying when there was a first class. And they were old trains as well, 318s I think. They're very narrow doors to get in onto the train, and then everything was compartmentalized between first class and standard class, and so the vestibules were really small, and when it was standing room only in the mornings, it was so annoying. Oh, especially because that was the annoying thing as well. People didn't. They had these weird buttons that were like air operated, I guess. Wasn't like the electric ones where you just push click and it opens. You like had to push it like hard, and they weren't very user friendly. But people would just sort of like tap them as if they were electric, and it's like no. You're literally responsible for forcing the air into the system to open that door. So you need to really push that with all your strength. So yeah, I don't like first class on trains, and I'm grateful for these big modern interiors that are much more open and spacious, because yeah, sadly, standing room is a thing, and when it is standing room only, you're grateful that these kind of interiors exist. Oh, I'm gonna have to put the fan back on. It's hot. I'm gonna direct it at my chest, so it doesn't make me cry. How far? Oh, we're about halfway around the circle now. We will be. That's good. I haven't seen many other trains. I picked this from a list of like the of like good services. And it did say there would be some good AI action at some point. That's why I'm paranoid. I don't want to be late. Oh, I got here in no time. It's one thing I think I remember from the original timetable as well. It was you were yeah, no one at this station. Where's this? Was this the Pollock Shields? No, Shorelands. Oh, none of these people are waiting for me. No, not in any rush whatsoever. This is such a British station. Ugh. Just opens onto like some private estate. Ugh. This side's a bit, but like chain link fence to take you down the road. Right. No lifts. Come on. Let's get going. See how close together the stations are. It's been a while since I've done a route like this. I think no, Long Island Railroad. I'm trying to remember because I haven't done a video on that one since they rebooted that route for LIR commuter. But I think some of the stations are really close together on that one as well. I suppose, well, actually, considering the Goblin, the Gospel Oak barking line, the stations aren't that all that close together on that one. You get like a decent 5 to 10 minute stretch in between some of them. But yeah, that is probably the closest comparison to this line in the game, I think. Like, as in a city, high density, low speed route. Not going to go downhill anyway. Just kind of Maxwell Park. Bam! Glasgow has a really interesting transport infrastructure. I would definitely say it's probably, considering it's not even the capital of Scotland, although it's bigger than Edinburgh, but it's not the capital, and and I think it's only the fourth biggest city in the UK. But it has really interesting transport. I mean, well, it's the only city in the UK outside of London that has like an underground. It's very small. Um, but it also has like some really interesting underground suburban railways as well. I mean, this railway is pretty interesting, but up underneath Glasgow Central, you've got the low level lines as well that run underground across the city. And in the Edinburgh Glasgow route, you've got the what is that station called? I want to say St George, but it's not. Oh, Glasgow Central. No, I don't think it is. Queen Street. That's it. Um, Glasgow Queen Street, and it's um
Ticket checks are in operation at this
what am I
station.
trying to say?
Please have your ticket
So
with
yeah,
you.
it's got like two big major terminus stations as well as an underground station. Several, well, dozens of inner city rail stations, and oh no, it doesn't have a tram. It's Edinburgh that has the tram. Oof. Oh my god, I thought that was a red then. I was like, I'm about to go for a red. No, the red is the next one. Why have we got red? We got red. Ooh, a train has come up. Well, okay, I can saunter in at 30, I think. Oh, well, I have to be at 30 anyway. I'm like, oh, I'll be nice. It also has quite a few abandoned railways, Glasgow does. There's some low-level stations that are abandoned. There's an abandoned bridge across the river, a viaduct, and but yeah, I've always liked going there. It has a really nice transport museum too. Zaha Hadid designed, sits on the I'm pretty sure it sits next to the docks. I remember it being next to water for sure. So I guess it's near the river. Um, but my geography of Glasgow, because as I'm picturing it, it was shite. As I'm picturing it, it was towards the west end. So like a modern bit where all the BBC and the like convention centre and everything is, and then oh, it feels like we were about to hit that post. And then and that's where I think it is. God, I'm so paranoid that I'm gonna go through a red. I need not be. I'm just coming down to speed. Is that a 385? No, it's not. It's a 380. Another 380. Oh, we're going to Glasgow Central. Oh, I thought we still had some more stations to go. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, we've got lots of trains. Oh, we've come across a train jam. it's a big one. And I don't think it's a bug because that train is actually in that platform. So I guess they're waiting for that one. Maybe? Or maybe they were waiting for me to pass so they can switch off onto the other train. Oh no, they. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. God, a proper train jam. Oh, it's a proper train jam. I love it. Definitely not my fault. I'm on time. More or less. Oh, I think we're gonna get some high-speed Itachi Express action. Need to bring the train down. Yes, we are. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We got trains galore. Oh, where's the all did I miss it already? There's this famous sign that's like all trains 50 miles an hour. I think that's it, yeah. Oh god, look at that. Bloody hell. This is like trains galore. Look at that. I need to take a picture. You got a picture. I should bring the exposure down a bit, I think. And vignette it a bit, yeah. Interesting, interesting. Anyway, that was the sign I was talking about. 50 miles per hour, all lines. Woof. Look at that. Okay, clunky. I love this station. Very, I don't know how you describe it. It's very, I want to say eventful, but like that's not what I mean. Like it feels like you're arriving when you get there. Like beautiful roof, and then the concourse has lots of the original fittings and features of like wooden paneling and stuff. Very beautiful. I would love for them to like get the Virgin license and do the Pendolinos from within their original livery. It's just iconic. Oh, no, there goes the 158. Oh, we had plenty of time. We've made it. Are any of these trains still stuck in a jam? They are. I don't know why though. That train's got a green, but it's not going. That seems to be having a knock-on effect for every other train behind it. Weird. Well, anyway, not my problem, is it? I've arrived on time, early in fact. I don't think I overran or underran any stations, so that's good. Oh, look at this! All these trains arriving. This is nice. This is like what you want from this kind of route. Um, Platinum. I knew it. I knew it. Um, yeah, I've enjoyed that. Um, I don't know what was going on with all that train queue at the end. I guess that's a bug, maybe. But then I can't really say for certain what's a bug with the game and what's a bug because I've got mods installed that might create hiccups with some of the physics or something. Because I've got some upgrade. Well, not upgrades. I don't know what you call it. Sort of content packs for the 380 and 158. Sort of add dirt and stuff, and I guess they might change some of the sounds as well. And you never know what goes on in the background that could cause a hiccup. But yeah, in any case, like this is it's basically what it always was. Small, nice little self-contained route. Bit networky. You can go different places, different. Oh, I can be wandering around while I do this. So I can show off what the concourse of Glasgow Central looks like. See, it's got all of this lovely. No, I need to come back on and if I put drought on, will that shut it up? Yep. No. It's I think it's the vigilance device that's doing that, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Battery. Yeah, so it's the same as it always was, just like a little commuter route, but now it's busy. It's got lots of trains in Glasgow Central that makes it feel more like a big terminus station, which it is. Um, doesn't have like the Virgins, well, the Avantis now, which is a shame, but it doesn't really matter that much so long as you're getting the feeling
Do not
of
leave
it.
your luggage
Um,
unattended on the station.
and like,
Luggage left unattended may
it's
pose
got a fair amount of
practical
people
risks
AI
and
and
might damage
and
flight
and the
security.
modeling of the station, the roof is bloody beautiful. And then in reality, you come down here to go to the low level station, the low level platforms that sit underneath the station. Well, that's like the exit, and then you go down again below the ground because this is above ground. We're like above ground, and then below ground there are some platforms as well. Um, but yeah, it's a little bit too Scott Rayleigh blue because there is a bit more variation in real life because I think TransPennine run into here and Avanti as well as the ScotRail. So yeah, could do with a bit more of oh, newspapers added. Could do with a bit more of that variety, but I'm sure somebody will be able to do some timetable mods to add in an Avanti 80, well, like an 801 with an Avanti livery. Um, and one day we may get the Pendolinos. I think they've definitely got the Avanti logo in the game, so they might have a license for it. So they might be able to get. They might be working on a West Coast Mainline DLC. That would be amazing if they reveal that in the Dovetail Live next week. I mean, even if it's like you have to buy TSW5 for this, I would buy TSW5 for a Pendolino for sure. And they've got quite a few tilting trains in the game now. Um, so yeah. Oh, now I'm just navel gazing and like hoping for the best. But yeah. Well, anyway, I will leave it there. I'll leave you with like the beauty of a UK departures board. That's the one thing that's unrealistic about the station. There would be like 1,000 people here just staring at it. It's like that in every UK station, terminus station. So I don't know what my next video is going to be. I want to do 5 circle, but maybe I'll try and add a bit more variation in rather than just doing more ScotRail. Even though there's nothing wrong with ScotRail, it is the most sort of developed franchise in the game. But maybe I'll do something a bit left field. Those ones never get views.
Train operation
Maybe I'll take a HST because people love that on a line in Germany or America or the US. I could do like maybe an Amtrak HST. Oh, but then I'd have to make the livery. I don't know. Uh, eh, we'll see. We shall see. I see the HST in real life, like sort of making waves in Mexico, and oh, there's a 314. Oh, it's a double 314. It's a 6-car 314. You never used to see them in the original line. That's nice. Well, anyway, I'll leave you there. Otherwise, I'll just rant and go on and on and on. And I want to keep this like around 40 minutes, not too long video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and hasta luego.